inside the Superdome in New Orleans.
This is what it looked like just a moment ago in the heart of New Orleans. Folks, there's no place for this noise to go in the Superdome. It is loud, and these fans are ready for football as their Saints get ready to do battle with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25.
The LSU man, Leonard Fournette, born right here in New Orleans. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who could do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third.
And him running the football is not something that defenses spend a lot of time preparing for. But this guy has a survival instinct and a knack for knowing when exactly to do it.
It's an early 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. The carry here for the big tight end. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now they'll throw with Brady. It's caught by Mike Evans. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 14 yards there and a Buccaneer first down. From midfield, here's Brady. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The sack coming from defensive end Cameron Jordan. And they weren't in zone coverage, they were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
After the sack on first down, Brady. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down. Now Brady. He's going deep for Brown.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked up by Marcus Williams.
And the Saints are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive.
They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared. But I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try it again later.
They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. Stops shy of the 45. Showed off a nice little move on the play, though. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. And now the Bucs deciding to take a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Working with 2nd and 5 now. Here's Winston. Eluding the pressure. And Winston lost the football. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. Well, that's unfortunate because he had a nice run going. But give credit to the defense. They got a hand in the cookie jar there, CD.
You have to think about vision, finding a place to get down after you know you've gotten all you can out of a run. And obviously, ball security is paramount. In today's football, everyone's coming after the rock. You've got to make sure you protect it and protect the yardage you just gained.
Fournette, a first down carry. And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34. Good job.
The week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. Like you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Brady. And his throw is going to be incomplete. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Succop's kick is good, and the Bucs take a 3-0 lead. So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board. Ended up settling for 3.
And we will not see a run back here from Harris. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal? And they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive. A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punching the end zone without turning it over.
They'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. From the gun, Winston. And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the first, but he only makes it to the 34. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. They're indeed going. It's Winston. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. On 1st and 10, Winston. He finds his man Johnson. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. He'll get 15 and a Saints first down.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Winston now. It's caught. Smith. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Shaquille Barrett put that sack by his name in the stat sheet. So now after the sack, Winston and the Saints needing to figure out what to do. Tough play, 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Levante David. And the Buccaneers are going to get it back here just past the 35. Well, he had to fit that into a pretty tight window over the middle. And, Charles, I think they were in zone defensively, weren't they?
They certainly were. Nice read on your part. And sometimes the quarterback isn't fooled between zone and man. Sometimes just fooled by the type of zone that he sees. Because oftentimes those linebackers will vacate and run downfield with receivers. In this case, he played a pure zone and was in the wrong spot for the QB.
Demario Davis, Saints leading tackler last year, in on the stop that time. Five yards remain on 2nd down. From the gun, it's Brady. Now into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off at the 25. A few things better than a big man interception. You can always tell right when they get the football, there's that level of excitement and nervousness, and also like, what the heck do I do with this thing?
And you say, no better sight? Well, not for the quarterback who just threw it. It's bad enough to throw a pick, but to throw one to the big guy? But you're right about that. Now what do I do with it? But what's fun about it is you know they're going to be in the film room after this ball game telling all their teammates, maybe I should shift over to offense. I've got skills. What do you think?
Oh, absolutely. I always find myself cheering for them after they intercept it. Unfortunately here, he couldn't make it into the end zone. And here's Kamara on the read option. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. Winston to give. It's Kamara. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Shaquille Barrett in on the tackle. And not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Looking to find a lane, but he can't rein in at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. On 3rd down, Winston. And he's got it. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Juwan Johnson, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Saints have taken the lead. gets on for the point after. And this is up and good to make it 7-3.
Makes the score Saints 7, Buccaneers 3.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Interception. Are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Play action. Now it's Brady. First hookup with his all-pro tight end, Rob Gronkowski. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. They'll run it here with Bernard. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Shotgun now for Brady. He's got his big tight end, Gronkowski. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Brady going to try and throw on 3rd down. This one complete to Giovanni Bernard. And he's going to have the Bucs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up the first down.
And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
And some room to maneuver. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So we are at halftime here on Halloween, as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
Both teams going through their final halftime adjustments. We're about ready to get back to football. And to bring you the second half from the Superdome, let's go back to Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
Set now to go for the third quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise,
from the shotgun, it's Winston. And Winston lost the football. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And he returns it to the end zone. A fumble recovery touchdown for the Bucs. And a big turning point here in the second half, Charles, after that play.
all you're trying to do is change momentum, flip things around for your team. You're just trying to take the ball away. How about when you take it away and score? That really changes things.
Extra point up and good by Succop. And the lead is now 10-7. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return.
No return there for Harris, and the drive will begin at the 25.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them, the coaches from all the way up here. They were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Winston.
They'll get this out to Kamara.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Here's 2nd and a yard.
Again, it's Kamara. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40.
58 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
After he cleared the line of scrimmage, nice little hole developed.
Yeah, he got great blocking right there at the start. But how about his vision, finding the open spaces and letting his feet carry him to him?
He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
Play fake. Winston. It's brought in by Harris. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
And time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time, be able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
A 10th carry for Kamara. Antoine Winfield up from the secondary with a tackle.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure you're back. You spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Second and 5 now. Winston. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. It's a gain of 8, and it'll wind up moving the chains. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Jameis to throw it. Buying time to his left. And he's going to have to eat. Barrett picks up his 2nd sack.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Winston. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Johnson. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
And the Bucs with an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. They go play action. Winston. Flushed out right. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down. The kick by Lutz is good, and that will knot us up at 10. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal, and yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. On 1st down, Fournette going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage as they wind up losing a yard on the play. So that was a very nice play, Charles, from a very speedy quarterback. Fakes the give to Fournette. Now Brady. Airing this one out for Evans. He's got a man. Complete. 20, 10, 5. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Mike Evans. 76 yards. And the Bucs on just 2 plays have taken the lead. Extra point put through by Succop, and that makes it a 17-10 score. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And we will not see a run back here from Harris. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased, and they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
They'll go draw here. Winston hands to Kamara. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
I thought that was a good call. Passing situation on second down. They hit him with the draw instead and pick up nice yardage.
Yeah, because the draw, they're thinking pass when they see that initially defensively, right?
But you know, in today's NFL, most of the time on second and long when it's a passing situation, pass rushers are on the field and they're only thinking one thing, get to the quarterback. And oftentimes you can bypass them with a running play.
Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the sign judge. And that's good enough for a first down. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. He's staying with the ground game.
Escaping the pressure right. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's third down.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
Working out of the gun, Winston. Flush to his right, and past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. The Saints passing game in sync and moving the football. It's a first down. Winston. Eluding the pressure right, and he'll just get rid of it.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
2nd and 10. Play action now. Winston. Flushed out right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Again, it's Winston. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 15-yard line. A nice pickup of 17 yards.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so?
And he's got it! Touchdown, Saints! Juwan Johnson with a 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Saints are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. The score, all even to this point as it kicks away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
Nice satisfying run on first down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They fake the handoff. Now Brady. All tied up. Less than 2 minutes to go. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And they're facing a big 3rd down now in this tie ball game. To throw, Brady. Open man, Gronkowski complete. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah. Completed it all right and lost yardage.
Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Brady. Able to find Gallup, and he goes out right around the 39. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. They'll run on 1st down. Bernard finding some room at midfield. And finally marked down at the 42-yard line. That good for 19 on a 1st down. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Fournette. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
2nd and 9 at the Saints 41.
They'll run it again with Fournette. Fournette, a 1st down, still going. And he'll be taken down at the 26. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game. Fournette on the counter, and he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Clock's under a minute. Still plenty of time, partner. They have all 3 timeouts.
That means they have plenty of options in their play calling and where they target on the field. They can throw it downfield, maybe even in the middle, and use their timeouts.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 44 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. Now the timeout will be called, so they're in field goal range with 3 seconds left. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. And it's good. He got it. He missed Missed his lone attempt earlier, but he connects when it matters.